Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, I have a soft glam makeup tutorial for you guys on this beautiful pink toned makeup look that I'm wearing today. And I'm super excited about today's video because I got to try out Dominique Cosmetics. So Dominique Cosmetics is actually by Dominique, who is a YouTuber, and I was really excited when I received this in my BoxyCharm package because I never tried out Dominique Cosmetics and I want to see what it's all about. So if you guys are interested in seeing me create this beautiful soft glam makeup look, and if you're interested in seeing how this eyeshadow palette performs and what my honest thoughts are on this palette, then make sure to keep on watching. Now before I go in and jump into today's makeup tutorial, I do want to start off by giving Louisa a big shout out for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you guys don't know what Louisa is, it's basically a jewelry company that was founded back in 2018, and they offer high quality and beautiful jewelry pieces at such an affordable price. So they kindly sent me two beautiful bracelets and two beautiful rings that I'm wearing today. Of course, I'm wearing my wedding ring as well, so just ignore that right now. But I am in love with these pieces. I'm so obsessed with the bracelets that they sent to me, you guys. Like, look how beautiful this is. This is basically like a watch band, but without the watch, and I'm just in love with how unique this design is. I also picked out this beautiful blue ring that is actually made out of recycled glass, and I picked this because my husband loves the color blue, and I thought it would be really cute to have like a nice statement ring that's blue. And I love how it pairs so beautifully with the bracelet. And the last item they sent me is this beautiful rope ring, and it's such a trendy piece right now, and I love how it's unique and it has that nice pave in between. I think that just makes it so special and different. Something that I can really appreciate and respect about Louisa is that they are actually climate neutral and carbon neutral. I'm super excited to share with you guys that Louisa is currently having their Valentine's Day sale where they're having a buy one get one 50% off. I will leave the details down below in the description box for you guys and on the screen, so make sure you guys check out Louisa. Just in case you're watching this video after their Valentine's Day sale ends, don't worry, I got your back. I have a coupon code where you can get 20% off. Make sure to use code Nadifa20 for that. I'll have it on the screen and down below in the description box for you guys. Thank you so much, Louisa, again for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's move on to the makeup tutorial. So starting off with primer, I have the Dew of the Gods Dewy Collagen Face Primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on the face. I recently got this primer in a BoxyCharm and I've really been enjoying it. It's super hydrating and super refreshing on the face. I love it because right now with the winter time, my face is pretty dry. So I love that that just kind of brings my face back to life, adds a nice hydration and a lot of moisture as well. But I feel like I always need a little bit more coverage in terms of blurring out my pores. So I'll be going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. And lastly, just to add a little bit more glow to the face, I'm going in with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. This is also going to add really nice hydration to my face. Next up, I want to color correct my face, and I'm jumping into one of my favorite color correctors that I haven't actually used in a while, and that is the MAC Prep and Prime Peach Lustre Color Correcting Stick. A little definitely goes a long way with this product. I feel like I used to use a lot more of it in the past when my hyperpigmentation and the darkness under my eyes was a lot more stronger and more prominent, but I feel like with really good skincare, I was able to improve these aspects of my skin. So I find that this can be a little too strong sometimes. That's why I like using the Charlotte Tilbury one that you will see in a lot of my more recent videos, that I've been liking that one. But I really wanted to jump back into this one because it's been a while, and of course it's a lot more intense, but it's really good. Like, you know, it's a good product if you have a lot of darkness. So I did go through that phase in life, and it definitely did wonders for me. So I just applied that in my kind of major areas where I feel like I have darkness. Now I want to grab just a concealer. I love using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm in the shade Sand, and I'm just gonna go over top of everywhere that I applied the color corrector, just to kind of lighten it out so it's not so harsh and that the orange doesn't seep through when I go in with any foundation. So this is just helping add a little bit more coverage. So next up, I want to go in with foundation. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, my absolute favorite, and this is in the shade Light Beige, of course. Now before I jump into that, I also want to prep my lips and get them ready for lipstick. So I love to use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Glosses. There's a variety of them. Right now I'm using the Maximum Plump one. They all work really well, you guys. So I'm just going to apply some of this on my lips for now while I work through my makeup. And while I'm doing that, you guys are gonna see my lips transform, get a lot more bigger, more moisturized, more hydrated, more plump, and that's obviously the goal. So I'm just going to apply this. Alright, foundation's on. Next, I want to quickly prime my eyes before jumping into the new palette that I'm super excited to try. So for primer, I'm going in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm just going to blend that out and then set them in place with the CAB Cosmetics Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Alright, you guys, I'm super excited to finally be jumping into this palette today. This is the Dominique Unconditional palette by Dominique Cosmetics. I'm super excited to try this out because I've never tried anything by Dominique Cosmetics, and I love Christine Dominique. She's definitely a OG YouTuber, and I absolutely love her videos. First off, I want to mention how cute is this palette. I love how it's super small and simplistic, but it has nice pops of color like this red, and I am living for this shimmer, which I unfortunately won't touch today because I'm currently getting ready to go out with some friends for some sushi. So it's kind of like a semi-formal, casual event, so I don't want to wear like too much makeup or too much glitter on the eyes. I definitely want to do something a little bit more softer, glam, so that is what we're doing. I want to start off by using the shade Collagen. So right off the bat, I am a little bit disappointed at how crummy the eyeshadow is. It kind of just went all over the pan, but we're not going to lose hope just yet. I'm going to tap off any excess product, and we're going to jump in to our first color, Collagen, and I want to blend this into my crease. I will say that the pigment of this eyeshadow palette is okay. I mean, you can see the pop starting to show. I am having to do some work though, so it is taking its time, but I am using a lighter color as well. So we're just going to keep on blending. The eyeshadows are blending very nicely, so I can appreciate that about the palette. Next up, I want to move on to the shade Warm Hearted. Oh wow, this one is very pigmented. I just dipped into that color, and wow, I'm getting a lot of pigment right off the bat, and it's blending beautifully. Wow, I'm just living for the pigment of this color. It is wonderful. I do want to slightly dust this color into the crease. Next up, I want to go in with the shade Love and Light. I'm going to take that on my finger and just apply that onto my lid, and holy cow, did you guys just see that? There is so much pigment happening on this palette and on this shade. And one thing I will say, you guys, sometimes with certain shimmers, usually the top layer will have shimmer, and then as you work through the eyeshadow, there will no longer be any shimmer. Like, it's usually just placed at the top. But as I'm like working into this color, I'm seeing that the shimmer is throughout the entire product. So I can definitely appreciate that. Holy cow, do you guys see this pigment? I am living. I feel like you get this kind of pigment when you do a cut crease with concealer, but I just went in directly onto my lids and holy cow, I'm living. So I'm gonna just blend this out onto the lid and then we'll clean it up. It really took little to no effort to put that shimmer shade on my eyes. Now I just want to clean up my eyes. I'm going back in with Corrector, the light pink shade, and I just want to blend out the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines. I do want to pop into this beautiful color called Jaden. I think I'm going to take just a dash of it and apply it on the outer corners just to define them a little bit more. I do apologize, I realized I wasn't telling you guys the brushes that I was using. So far I was using a Morphe M441 as I did all the parts of my eyes, and then of course I used my finger for the lids, but now I'm using the Morphe M506. It's a smaller blending brush. It's good for little areas like the outer corners where you want to concentrate the color in that certain area. So I'm just gonna go right in to this spot right here. And like I expected, this pigment is next level, you guys. Just placing the color down and then I'll work on blending it out. But holy, you guys, I knew Christine Dominique would not disappoint. You know, being a makeup guru herself, I think she knew what we wanted and she definitely delivered. So I'm really impressed. So just blending that out and concentrating it in that outer corner. Then taking the slightest bit of Warm Hearted and that brush that I used, I'm going to buff out the outer corners again, just so that there's no harsh lines. And you really want to just marry all the colors together and have that nice gradient. I did have a little bit of fallout on my face, so I just wiped it away with some tissue. So I want to take a break from the eyes, work on the face a little bit, and then I'll go back in and wrap up the eyes. I'm jumping back into my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm concealing my face with this. And I'm just taking the concealer and cleaning up the eyeshadow just like that and getting a nice V, outer V. And then setting everything in place with the Cosmetics Loose Setting Powder. So while everything is baking and setting in place, I actually want to work on the face a little bit more. I want to go in with some blush, contour, highlight. So I do have the Wander Beauty On The Glow Blush and Illuminator. I've been loving this, you guys. So I'm going to go in with the blush first. And do I know the shade name on here? It's in the shade Bare. It's in the shade Bare, you guys. I love it. So I'm just gonna go directly on to the face, just like that. And I'm going to blend it out with my beauty sponge. I just love how glowy this blush is. And I love the tone. I'll apply a little bit on the nose as well, just like that. I think this color is working really beautifully with the eyes. Just taking a little bit of setting powder and I'm going to set around my mouth. And I also want to wipe away the setting powder under my eyes because it's all done doing its thing. And I'm just going to press that in and also kind of press that into the cheeks. I did go ahead and take the gloss off because it's done doing its thing. So I want to continue on with the face before I go back into the eyes. I'm grabbing my Benefit Terra blush. So I want to just go on top of the cream blush that I applied. Just going right on top of where I applied the cream blush, and just a little bit on the nose as well. And I'm gonna take my brush with a little bit of setting powder and I'm going to just soften out the blush so it doesn't look so harsh. Now we're going to contour, even though usually we contour, blush, and highlight, but we blushed first because I was way too excited to use the Wander Beauty product again. So we're going into the Hannah Lee Matte Bronzer. I've been using this quite a bit in my recent videos. I got this in a BoxyCharm and it's a wonderful, wonderful bronzer, you guys. I've been loving the tone, loving the formula. It glides on the face, has beautiful pigment, is really easy to blend blend, and I just love it. I do want to take just a little bit of setting powder and apply that under the eyes, just because I don't want that area to have a harsh line of where the blush kind of was applied. I want it to look really seamless. And I also want to clean up the edges of the bronzer. Basically just want to clean up the face. You don't want anything to look messy. Just soften that out under the eyes. I feel like that looks a lot better and a lot more seamless. For highlight today, I want to jump into one of my favorite highlighter palettes. That is the Ace Beauty Glow Essentials highlighter palette. I love the variety of highlight shades in here, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. I think for today's look, I kind of want to go in with a little bit of this shade possibly. It's in the shade Radiant. It has a little bit of a warm pinky tone in there and maybe a little bit of pop-in as well. So I took a mixture of those two colors and wow, do you guys see this beautiful highlight, you guys? Oh, it has such a beautiful purple undertone in that, and Icy is like adding a nice pop that's really matching kind of the inner corners of my lids. I am living for this, you guys. A little bit on the Cupid's bow and the nose as well, of course. Using my beauty blender, I'm just going to press the highlight into the skin just so it's all nice and melted together. I do want to do my brows, and I want to go in with the St. Luxe brow gel, and then on top of that I'll be using the Benefit Give Me Brow. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I absolutely love it. It really adds nice volume and thickness to my brows, and it makes me not have to go in with too much of the Benefit Give Me Brow, which I love. I get to save this product. So the St. Luxe one is just a clear gel, so I really use it for volumizing, and then I go on top with the Benefit one for color. Brows are done. I want to go ahead in and wrap up the eyes. So I want to go in with this Real Her metallic bronze eyeliner in the shade I Am Resilient, and I want to add this onto my waterline. I did apply some a little on the lower lash line as well, and just to kind of soften it out, I think I'm going to grab the shade Soul, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to take it on a small flat brush, and I just want to dust that onto my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna finish up the eyes with just a little bit of mascara. I'm gonna go in with two of my favorite mascaras of all time and just do like a combination of the two. And the two is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, which is a classic, it's an OG, and also the Merit Mascara. All right, you guys, eyes are done, mascara is done, and I'm loving this. I'm really happy with my decision to stick to just mascara because I don't want to look, again, too overdone. I want to look really nice and soft glam and cutesy, and I'm loving the tones on my face today with the warm pinks. It's really cute. So I realized I never contoured my nose, so I'm quickly grabbing the Hanley bronzer again and just a eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to contour out my nose. And lastly, I just need to do my lips to finish off the look today. So I'll be using the Basic Beauty lip liner in the shade Cocoa. And for lipstick, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Supermodel. And to finish off the look, I want to set my face in place with the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist, and this is the Rosewater and Green Tea one. Alright, you guys, so that is pretty much it for today's makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now I want to give you guys my final honest thoughts on the Dominique Cosmetics Unconditional palette. Overall, you guys, I'm actually really impressed with this eyeshadow. Like, look how beautiful my eyes look. I shared my thoughts with you guys throughout the video on how I felt about the quality of the shadows, and overall, I'm really impressed. There is amazing pigment. The colors blend so beautifully, and although there was a little bit of fallout on the pan, that's something that you can work around. Just tap off any excess before you go in and apply it onto your eyes so you don't have too much fallout on the face. I didn't struggle with too much fallout, maybe just a little bit. One thing I will say that I wish this palette had was more colors. I feel like 6 colors is really not enough because I'm limited to how many looks I can do. So I wish there was maybe a more, you know, range of colors, maybe some more neutrals in there, maybe some more pops. I feel like 9 is always the sweet spot for eyeshadow palettes. I just feel like 6 is a little bit too less. So that's the only kind of downside I would say, just because I really liked the quality of the shadows. I wish there was more for me to play with. With that being said, she does have many more palettes and makeup products out there, so if you guys want me to try out some more Dominique cosmetics, let me know in the comments down below and I'll definitely purchase some more and try them out in a video for you guys. Everything that I used on my face today will be listed down below in the description box, so make sure you guys check that out. And if you guys want to see more makeup tutorials by me or more eyeshadow palette reviews or makeup product reviews, make sure to check out my channel. I will have some videos linked up here and down below in the description box for you guys. Make sure you guys check out Ana Luisa. I will have a link down below in the description box for you guys, and I'll put my coupon code on screen just in case you're watching this video after their Valentine's Day sale ends. You guys can use Nadifa20 to get 20% off. So make sure you guys check out Ana Luisa. And you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.